From a distance, it looks like a military recovery truck parked at the edge of civilization. 8 tires, a long armored body, a roofline sitting higher than Roos delivery trucks. But then, the sidewall begins to move. A full-width slide-out extends from the body. The roof rises silently. Soldier wings unfold above it like aircraft panels. And at the rear, something even stranger is hidden behind a sealed hydraulic door. This is not a normal motorhome. And the most unusual feature is not on the roof or inside the cabin. It is built into the rear chassis, but we will come back to that later. Most luxury RVs are designed for highways, resorts, and polished campgrounds. This one is designed for the places after the road ends. The Iron Meridian is a fictional ultra-luxury expedition motorhome concept built around a heavy-duty 8x8 truck platform, inspired by the kind of Kenworth and Peterbilt vocational trucks used in mining, oil fields, and remote industrial work. The idea is simple. Take the mechanical strength of a heavy commercial truck, combine it with the comfort of a high-end private residence, and then add systems normally seen in expedition vehicles, armored transport, marine yachts, and off-grid cabins. But the reason this vehicle stands out is not just its size. It has one feature that changes the entire purpose of the machine. Before that reveal, we need to understand the platform underneath it. The Iron Meridian is imagined as a Kenworth C500-inspired expedition motorhome built on a custom 8x8 chassis with a reinforced steel ladder frame, portal axles, central tire inflation, and a composite armored living shell. At roughly 42 feet long, 8.5 feet wide in road mode, and nearly 13 feet tall, this vehicle is closer in scale to a commercial truck than a traditional RV. The front end keeps the long hood American truck identity, a tall grille, massive fenders, exposed recovery points, and heavy bumper protection. Behind the cab, however, the vehicle becomes something completely different. The living module is a carbon composite and aluminum structure mounted on a flexible subframe, allowing the chassis to twist underneath without cracking the interior shell. That matters because this machine is not meant to sit perfectly level on paved roads. It's meant to crawl across rock, mud, gravel, snow, and remote desert tracks while carrying a fully furnished luxury home on its back. And that creates one of the strangest design conflicts in the entire vehicle. It must be strong enough to survive off-road abuse, but refined enough to feel quiet, warm, and calm inside. The exterior is deliberately restrained. No bright graphics, no polished bus-style bodywork, just matte graphite armor panels, brushed aluminum trim, flush-mounted glass, and heavy mechanical hardware. In road mode, the Iron Meridian looks compact for its class, but once parked, 2 large slide-outs deploy from the sides, expanding the living space by several feet. The left slide-out opens the main lounge. The right slide-out expands the bedroom and bathroom corridor. The roof hides a deployable solar array that folds outward in 3 sections, creating a large off-grid charging surface without making the vehicle taller during travel. Underneath, the chassis uses full-length skid plating, protected fuel tanks, air storage, battery modules, and sealed utility compartments. The front bumper carries an integrated winch system, tow shackles, floodlighting, and a hidden camera array. At the rear, the body does not end with a normal storage compartment. Instead, there's a large sealed hydraulic panel with reinforced hinges. It looks like a garage door, but it's not just for storage. That reveal comes later. For scale, the tires alone would stand nearly chest-high beside an average adult. The roof deck would sit higher than the roof of many single-story buildings, and the vehicle's turning radius would require planning before entering tight roads, small towns, or fuel stations. This is not a vehicle you casually drive into a grocery store parking lot. It is a moving base camp. Power would likely come from a heavy-duty diesel engine in the 13 to 15-liter class, producing around 500 to 650 horsepower and more than 1,800 pound-feet of torque. That kind of power is not about speed. It's about moving extreme weight through difficult terrain without overstressing the drivetrain. A reinforced automatic transmission would feed a 2-speed transfer case, sending power to all 4 axles when needed. Locking differentials would allow the vehicle to maintain traction even when individual wheels lose grip. The suspension would use a heavy-duty air and hydraulic hybrid system. On the highway, it would smooth out the ride. Off-road, it could raise the body for clearance or level the vehicle when parked. Fuel capacity would likely sit between 250 and 350 gallons, depending on final layout. At an estimated 5 to 8 miles per gallon, the practical range could land between 1,250 and 2,400 miles. That number sounds impressive, but it comes with a serious trade-off. Every mile costs weight, fuel, maintenance, and space. This is the engineering reality behind extreme expedition design. Range is never free. Step inside, and the tone changes immediately. The cabin is not designed like a camper. It's designed like a compact private residence. The main lounge uses warm walnut cabinetry, leather seating, wool flooring, and acoustic wall panels to reduce road noise. A large wraparound sofa faces a concealed media wall where a display rises from behind a stone-finished cabinet. The windows are narrow from the outside for strength, but deep-set from the inside, giving the interior a protected, bunker-like calm. The kitchen is positioned across from the lounge. It includes an induction cooktop, marine-grade refrigerator drawers, a convection oven, filtered water system, espresso station, and stone composite countertops. Nothing is loose. Every drawer locks. Every appliance is vibration-mounted. Every surface is chosen because it must survive movement. Moving rearward, the bedroom becomes more yacht than RV. A queen or king-size bed sits on a raised platform with storage underneath. The walls are wrapped in soft-touch panels, and the ceiling includes low-profile lighting designed for night travel. The bathroom is unusually large for an expedition vehicle. It includes a full shower, cassette or composting backup toilet system, heated flooring, and a compact washer-dryer unit. Technology is integrated quietly. Satellite internet, thermal cameras, exterior surveillance, weather monitoring, lithium battery management, solar control, water purification, and remote diagnostics. The goal is not to make the cabin look futuristic. The goal is to make the technology disappear. Now the vehicle starts to separate itself from other expedition motorhomes. The first major feature is the rooftop sky deck. When parked, the roof railings rise automatically, floor panels unlock, and a private observation deck appears above the living module. It gives the owner a raised platform for mountain views, desert sunsets, or watching wildlife without leaving the vehicle. But the deck has a second purpose. A section of the roof opens to reveal a compact telescope observatory. The telescope is mounted on a stabilized base, allowing the vehicle to become a remote astronomy platform in dark sky locations. The second feature is Armored Storm Mode. At the press of a button, external shutters close over the windows, the suspension lowers the body, the solar wings retract, and the vehicle seals itself against wind, debris, and harsh weather. It is not a military bunker, but it is far more protected than a conventional RV. The third feature is the deployable solar canopy. Instead of relying only on flat roof panels, the Iron Meridian unfolds angled solar wings from both sides of the roof. This increases charging surface while also creating shade around the vehicle. The fourth feature is a concealed utility garage. This garage can hold tools, recovery gear, spare parts, inflatable watercraft, e-bikes, or a small motorcycle. But that still isn't the biggest reveal. The real hidden feature is built into the rear. The hydraulic rear door opens downward, forming a reinforced ramp. Inside is a compact expedition tender bay, designed to carry a lightweight tracked exploration vehicle or amphibious mini-craft. That changes the whole purpose of the motorhome. The Iron Meridian is not just a vehicle you live in, it is a mothership. You park the main vehicle at the edge of difficult terrain, then deploy the smaller machine to scout trails, cross shallow water, inspect remote land, or reach places where a 42-foot 8x8 should not go. That is the payoff. The motorhome does not try to go everywhere. It brings a second vehicle that can. The downsides are serious. First, size. At over 40 feet long and extremely tall, this vehicle would be difficult to park, service, ship, or maneuver in tight areas. Second, cost. Every major system is custom: chassis, suspension, body, interior, electrical, solar, water, hydraulics, and safety systems. Third, fuel burn. Even with efficient driving, this machine would consume fuel like a commercial truck. Fourth, complexity. More hydraulic systems, slide-outs, solar mechanisms, batteries, and off-road hardware mean more maintenance. And finally, legality. Height, weight, licensing, and insurance and road restrictions would vary by location. This is not a casual RV for weekends. It is a private expedition platform for someone with serious resources. A realistic build estimate would likely fall between $4.5 million and $7 million, depending on the drivetrain, armor level, interior finish, battery capacity, solar system, and whether the rear tender vehicle is included. Without the tender bay and observatory systems, it could possibly be built closer to $3.5 million. Fully equipped, it becomes closer to a land yacht than a motorhome. Feasibility score 82 out of 100. The concept is technically possible. The truck platform, suspension, body, interior, electrical, solar, off-grid water, satellite communication, and luxury interiors already exist in different industries. The challenge is integration. Building all of it into one reliable vehicle would require extreme engineering discipline, careful weight control, and a large budget. The hardest part is not imagining it. The hardest part is making it dependable. The Iron Meridian 8x8 is designed for no one. It's too large, too expensive, and too complex for normal RV travel. But as a private expedition base, it makes a strong argument. A luxury home, a heavy-duty truck, a solar-powered off-grid system, a rooftop observatory, and a hidden rear bay carrying a second exploration vehicle. So the question is simple. Would you rather drive the massive 8x8 all the way into the wilderness, or park it at the edge and explore from the hidden machine inside?